Welcome to Starlight Radio Dreams, the comedy show with a podcasting habit brought to you by our backers on Patreon. This episode is The Legacy of Tammy Taters, written and directed by Jared McDaris, featuring the vocal talents of Kat Evans, Ansel Burch, Jared McDaris, and Arielle Leverett. The Starlight Radio Dreams theme was written and recorded by Arne Parrott. Sound design and editing by Jared McDaris. Now, without further ado, on with the show. What up, Spoopy Files? I'm Todd.
I'm Morty.
And you're listening to Phantom Smashers, your premier source for everything spoopy.
Everything?
Great news, fam! We've got a special guest for you tonight.
What a shocker.
Coming to us all the way from her ethereal home in the creepy old McQuivern mansion, it's...
Just do it already.
Tammy Taters! Welcome to the show, Tammy.
Thank you, Todd. I'm just pleased as potato punch to be with you today.
And tomorrow.
And we're delighted to have you here, Tammy.
And the day after tomorrow.
So, tell us, Tammy, how long have you been haunting the creepy old McQuivern mansion?
And the day after that?
Actually, Todd, if you don't mind, I'd love to take a moment to help your listeners become just as pleased as potato punch as I am by sharing my homemade recipe for Irish-style potato punch.
Potato punch? Sounds baller AF, right, Morty?
And the day after that.
I can't wait to hear more about it. But first, seeing as Phantom Smashers is a show all about the supernatural world just beyond the veil of mortal sight, I was wondering if you could maybe spend a minute or two to share a few details about your unlife as one of the living dead.
I'd much rather talk about potato punch, Todd.
Here we go.
Well, here on Phantom Smashers, we have nothing but mad respect for the needs and interests of our guests, be they psychic mediums from southern Texas, alien abduction victims from central Tennessee, or even deadly spirits from beyond the grave. But, seeing as our last 65 episodes have all centered around a particular potato dish, I was wondering if maybe, just this once, we could spend just a little time on the more supernatural aspects of your existence.
I think you'll find my Irish-style potato punch much more fascinating, Todd.
Okay, well, maybe, but still...
I think you'll find my Irish-style potato punch much more fascinating, Todd.
Okay, screw it. Let's talk about potato punch.
Please, let us out. We've had nothing to eat but potato broth for 9 weeks.
Then you'll want to change things up with my Irish-style potato punch. A wonderful choice for both lunch and breakfast.
Breakfast? Do you really think potatoes have the power to unseat that perennial sunrise favorite, orange juice?
Of course I do, Todd.
Of course she does, Todd.
Morty, did you have something you wanted to share with our listeners?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Wonderful. The first thing you'll want to do at home is rinse and peel your potato.
Just like an orange. Really goes to show you, potatoes and oranges aren't so different after all.
What is that moaning sound?
It's the sound of your heart melting at the smell of this delicious breakfast treat.
No, I think it's another ghost.
Don't be silly, Morty.
No, I am serious.
Don't be silly, Morty.
I think it happens whenever you mention oranges.
Then perhaps you shouldn't mention them anymore. We wouldn't want anything unsafe to happen to you after all.
Why don't you tell us what to do after peeling?
Oranges, oranges, oranges!
Whoa!
I am risen! After a century of slumber, the call of the orange awakens me!
Excuse me, we're in the middle of a show here.
I beg your pardon.
Would you mind maybe scooching off to the side for a bit?
How frightfully common. I'm the Duchess Archipelaga de l'Orange, and I am not in the habit of scooching, as you call it.
That was mad gnarly how you burst out of the floor like that, Duchess Archipelaga. You are totes the ghost with the most.
I prefer to think of myself as the Duchess with the muches. The Archipelaga is here to terrify y'all. The orange with the...
Well, you probably don't want us taking up all your space, so if I could just get Todd's mom's microphone back.
Silence, mortal.
Yeah, that tracks.
And you are?
Hi, I'm Tammy Taters, and I just love to talk about taters.
Charming.
And we were actually right in the middle of a thrilling conversation about potato punch.
Yes, well, I'm sure that's utterly diverting to the average 7-year-old.
I thought it was pretty cool.
I'm sure. But I'm afraid the McQuivern mansion is, to use the crude vernacular, my turf. So if you'll kindly evaporate at your nearest convenience, we can avoid an embarrassing to-do.
I think you'll find that I have the floor, Miss DeLorange, as well as the walls and the windows.
And our ability to leave.
That may be.
And the microphone.
But this is my house, and at the risk of undermining my refined demeanor with the argument of a 5-year-old, I was here first.
Oh my dang, Morty, they're gonna fight!
I don't care who was here first, Miss DeLorange. I'm here now. I'm running a show all about taters. And unless you get out of my way and let me do my thing, I'm afraid I just might have to show the less charming side of my personality.
Please don't.
Please do!
The McQuivern estate has been in my family for 7 generations.
Ghost fight, ghost fight, ghost fight!
It's been my home since 1927, when my abusive and adulterous husband, Duke Peninsulus L'Orange, died of a sudden case of axe to the back of his head 17 times. It also was in the front, if you know what I mean. And I am certainly not going to give up my home to some potato princess.
Well, if that's how you feel, please allow me a moment to slip into something more terrifying.
Of course.
They're doing it!
Maybe we just take your mom's microphone and leave.
You fry of treachery! Who dares to interrupt my 66 straight show about potato products? Prepare for tuberific torture!
Glowing yellow eyes? Very impressive.
Thank you! Your gown is gorgeous!
Oh, you're too kind. Ahem.
Oh shit, there's 2 ghosts!
Aren't you terrified to see me?
Okay, not as good, but still. Ghost fight!
Arise, my multi-eyed army!
Oh man, it's a bunch of cyclopses made out of potatoes. Like some kind of...
Potato clopses! Attack!
Rain of blood oranges!
The doors are locked.
No! All my little spuds in one fell swoop!
Can't even fight your own battles? Afraid you might crease that elegantly understated tulle skirt?
Thanks for noticing!
Of course!
But you underestimate my power!
Oh, because potatoes conduct electricity. That's pretty good.
Do they really, though?
Yeah, like all those science experiments in like 3rd grade and stuff.
Is that even real? Wait, who cares? Help me get the door open, brah!
Your classically trained voice and precise diction can't save you now!
Oh, my darling, it will take more than 500,000 volts to stop me.
Will it? That sounds like a lot.
Perhaps you'd enjoy a blast of citrus.
Ah! My eyes! My all-seeing eyes burn! Ow! 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 Ow!
Terribly sorry to damage your flawlessly blended makeup.
Thanks for noticing!
But I didn't murder my husband with an axe just to be pushed around by the likes of you!
Well, I didn't murder the man who tried to put my potato store out of business and then murdered me when he couldn't defeat me in the open market just to be...
see you would never do something so evil as to try to push someone out of their home just because of a personal interest of yours.
You're right. If I try to supplant you in your own home, am I any better than the murderous fraud who killed me? Yes, but still, this is wrong.
Oh, I hadn't expected you to come to that conclusion so quickly.
I can't believe I almost perpetuated the cycle of violence that brought me here.
Hey, don't knock here. These are real hardwood floors.
They look wonderful.
Thank you.
Do you think that maybe there might be room in your beautiful home for oranges and potatoes to live in harmony?
Just like I said!
Don't ruin the moment.
Drag.
Very well. Let the unholy union of Tammy Taters and Duchess Archipelaga de l'Orange commence.
That was an incredible rain of blood oranges, by the way.
Flattery will get you everywhere, Miss Taters.
So, do you want to maybe do a podcast where we teach people how to make various orange and potato dishes?
I thought you'd never ask.
Wonderful!
So, can we get rid of, you know?
Of course. You're free to go.
Drag.
Can I just get Todd's mom's microphone?
Be gone!
Thank you for joining us, everyone. Tune in tomorrow when we teach you how to make potato pancakes with a surprise twist that you'll never see coming.
Does that twist involve oranges?
Maybe. We'll see you next time on Orange Tato Tornado. Orange, you glad it's potatoes? The P&O show?
Let's workshop that.
Wonderful.
So, how do we turn this thing off?
I don't know.
Oh, here it is.
Thank you for joining us for this clip from Starlight Radio Dreams Spooktoberfest 5, The Reckoning, featuring the vocal talents of Arielle Leverett, Kat Evans, Jared McDaris, and Ansel Burch. The Starlight Radio Dreams theme was written and performed by Arne Parrott. Special thanks to Shure Incorporated for their generous support. Join us next time, March 25th, for Season 6, Episode 2, March of the Pandas, another Pandaversary. Be sure to dress your best for this black and white tie special, even though we won't be able to tell, as we dive deeper into the 2022 verse. Until then, keep laughing and keep dreaming.